Welcome to the Education Exchange. I'm your host, Sara Clawson, Public Relations and Marketing Specialist with the Tolleson Union High School District. Today, I'm at Tolleson High School with a couple of students. Go ahead and introduce yourself to us.
My name is Cynthia Sill. I'm a senior, and I am playing Donna in Mamma Mia.
My name is Dana Gonzalez. I'm a junior and I play Sophie on Mamma Mia.
And my name's Abram. I'm a junior and I'm playing Harry Bright.
All right, so they kind of spoiled it for us. We're here to talk about Mamma Mia. Who can actually kind of give me a synopsis of the show in case no one is familiar with Mamma Mia?
Well, Mamma Mia is it's a very like a nice show, especially if you are really into ABBA. Like I know a lot of people grew up with ABBA. I did. So like you'll definitely know all of the songs. They're all very familiar. But it's essentially about Sophie, the daughter. She's getting married and she really wants her dad to walk her down the aisle. And she doesn't know who her dad is, but she really, really wants to know. And she ends up finding Donna's diary and she reads through
Donna
it.
is the mother.
Yes, she finds her mother's diary and she basically like finds out that she could potentially have one of three dads. So she invites all of them to the wedding and tries to figure out who her dad is throughout the show. But you also get to see Donna and her past relationships with them resurfacing. You get to hear the history between all of them and like why all these people are so important to her. And I think it's a really beautiful story. I think it's a really nice story.
Anything else to add? That was a pretty good.
I'm very thorough. I really
It's
like
a
this
comedy.
show.
It's a
Yeah.
comedy
It's
mostly.
it's a really nice comedy. There's a lot of funny lines.
Mhm.
I feel like it'll definitely be a very fun experience with all of us during show days.
And it's very heartfelt too, mostly from the story of a mother and a daughter kind of like connecting through their relationships past and present. And also it's going to be really emotional for us because a lot of our seniors are in the show and this will be one of our last like big shows with them before they go on with the rest of their lives.
Is the musical version of Mamma Mia very close to the movie version of Mamma Mia? Is it pretty direct?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's almost identical. Just a few songs here and there that aren't in the movie, but
And then is this considered a youth or high school edition of the musical? No,
we're doing the
it is-
Broadway.
Okay, the
Yes.
Broadway show. Was it hard to get behind the music of ABBA?
I don't think so. Well, me personally, I think it's just because I grew up with it, so I'm like very familiar with a lot of these songs. But I mean, I don't know if they have like any other experiences. I just think a lot of these songs are really recognizable, like "The Winner Takes It All," "Dancing Queen," like "Slipping Through My Fingers." These are all like big songs that like even if you don't listen to ABBA a lot, I think you've heard these songs before.
They're on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also grew up with ABBA songs. So these like weren't so hard to like not memorize because they're pretty known all
Mhm.
around social media, whether or not you listen to ABBA.
What about you?
Well, I will be very honest. I didn't really know a lot about Mamma Mia when starting the show. I mean, I knew of it, of course. It's a big musical show that a lot of theater kids will know, or at least know to some degree. But a lot of the music, of course, I've heard in my life, and it's very disco. The show is very much
Yes.
a disco show, and I am a big fan of disco. So like being able to like memorize these songs was very easy because of like just you follow on with the beat, as long as you like kind of like keep in tune and remember your words, it's very easy.
Is there a lot of dancing?
Yes.
Yes.
I actually am helping choreograph
You
most
are?
of them. Yes. So alongside playing the lead, I'm also like trying to make sure because it's my senior year and I really want this show to look really good. So I've taken on a couple of songs that I'm choreographing. One of them being Dancing Queen. Um, so there is going to be a lot of dancing. It's a lot of heavy ensemble work. Um, but it's not going to be too difficult just because I don't want to like bombard everybody with like crazy complex dances. Um, but yeah, there is a lot of big musical numbers.
Have you choreographed a show before?
I have not, but I have like some experiencing. I've never done like taken a dance class or anything, but
Really?
I have siblings who have, and so like the whole family is kind of like gifted when it comes to performing. So I like have my fair share of things that I'm like knowledgeable on, and my younger sibling had a Sweet 16 that I choreographed their stuff for. So
Cute.
Yes.
And how about dancing for you too?
Oh wow. I like dancing. It's very fun. I think it makes the show much more lively and like much more fun. It's like as if the audience was also included into the show, so it just makes everyone connect in a way.
It is a really good show to like head bop to, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Yes.
expect the audience to be engaged and involved, and you don't sit still. I think when you're listening to Mamma Mia,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's cool.
Well, for me, I've never really been a big dancer. When it comes to performing, I'm more so an actor above all else. Above all else. But for this show in particular, it's going to be really fun to like learn the choreography and learn the dances because the dancing is a really big part of the show. It is part of the storytelling, and if you were to take that out, the story would fall a bit flat.
Your character is one of the dads.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience and how you're kind of mixed up with this mystery of who is it?
hmm Well, I don't want to give too much away because
In
you
case
know.
someone's not seen the show.
Yes. Well, just to give a bit of an overview, my character Harry Bright is one of the three dads that could potentially be Sophie's father, and he is a London man. He studied in Paris when oh no, he was a transfer student in from Paris when he met Donna when he was younger, and they had a little romance on the island where the story takes place. And so now coming back, he's sentimental, and he of course he's happy to see Donna again. And there's a moment in the show, our last summer, where me and Cynthia kind of get to like, kind of like have fun, and for me that part is gonna be really emotional because it's like one of the like I think one of the few moments, right, that we really get like a moment together. And Cynthia has been such a role model and such a inspiration for me in the time that I've been in high school. And so kind of like kind of me like I'm sorry, kind of me saying goodbye to her in a sense, and like
Because
think
you're a senior and he's a junior,
yeah.
correct?
And so this is gonna be kind of me like thanking her for what she's done for me.
For the music.
Thank you for the music. Yes.
Can I put you on the spot and ask if you wouldn't mind singing a little bit of it?
I'll sing melody.
hmm
Okay, you ready?
So okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya.
Yes, I'm broken hearted. I love that song. It's so good.
It's so fun.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Of
And
course.
just a teaser for what people will hear.
Right.
Okay, so the show, when is the show?
March 26th through the 28th. So it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Our Thursday and Friday show is at 7 p.m. And our Saturday show is at, I believe, 12 p.m.
Okay. And are
Yes.
tickets available now on GoFan?
I don't believe so.
Not at
We
the
will
moment.
have to get that
Yeah.
figured
will
out.
be soon.
But they will
I'm
be.
sure it will be by the time this podcast releases.
Yes.
I'm so sure.
Okay. Okay, so we've talked about the plot of the show. We've heard a little number from it. Do you have any idea why this show was chosen?
I mean, I just think all around it's a very fun show. It's something that a lot of people are going to recognize. Like if they haven't seen the musical, they've at least seen the movie. A lot of people like grew up with ABBA. It's just things that a lot of people know. Me personally, I was really excited just because this is a dream show and the role that I'm playing is a dream role of mine. So, um I think just all around it's a really fun one, and our last few ones have been really like hit banger shows. Like we did Legally Blonde, before that it was Grease, and then Little Shop, at least from when I've been here. We've been getting a lot of hard hitting shows, and I think it's just we can only go up from here, and Mamma Mia was that step.
The theater
Yes.
program here at Tolleson is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Like I love coming to performances and seeing the hard work that you put into the show. And it really shows on the stage. You guys are excellent professionals.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you so much.
For you, what is your favorite part with your character?
Ooh. There's a lot. I definitely do have a lot of favorite parts. Most likely when it comes to Sophie engaging with Donna. It's more very it shows our connection between me and Cynthia a lot. I mean, we've known each other since middle school days. So it brings out a lot of emotions. Her engagement with Donna, and then also just her engaging with her three possible dads. You know, it's very like, "Are you my dad? Are you not my dad?" So you just converse with all three fathers in one, and you get to know each and every one of them, and it's really fun.
Was it hard to relate to your character?
Not really. I kind of relate to her a good amount. It's I wouldn't say real life experiences, but there's certain things that Sophie does, and I'm like, oh, she's so me.
So
So
it was cast really well.
yes,
Is that the part that you wanted?
yes, Sophie is my dream role.
Okay. And Abram, same question for you. What was inspiring about your part? What do you relate to? And was it your first pick? Was it a good casting choice?
Well, for Harry, I love he's a funny character, and he gives me like his material gives me a lot to work with. When it comes to relating with my character, I like what Donna was literally Donna Donna was saying, like there are some things that Harry does. I'm like that is like something I would do, and he was one of my picks because when I was auditioning, I wanted to, of course, we all want to be a lead. Of course, we want to be like a big character in the show. And since this is gonna be our last show with like our seniors, Cynthia, Michael, Ace, all our other seniors, well, just some of them. I wanted to, see if I could do a lot with them and not just kind of like be on the sidelines and just kind of like, oh, my last chance to perform with you, it's disappearing. So I was happy to receive the role I got. I'm not like I said, I'm more of an actor. I'm starting to learn how to like sing with like their help and also help from Miss Patton, our choir teacher. Um, so this will be like a big step up for me becoming a better performer and for next year as well, because especially me and Donna will be like, running a lot of the club together. So
Yeah, I guess actually that was my next question was with the seniors leaving, how do you continue to grow the program and recruit more students or support those who, are freshmen this year and rising, but just to continue that support so you have a strong theater program?
Well, I definitely will take a lot of role model from Cynthia. Cynthia tends to run this club really well. Her name is mentioned a lot. She's pretty known. Um, Definitely try and take some inspiration from her because she definitely listened to a lot of voices. If something was wrong, she'll be there very quickly. If something was like, she'd plan a lot of things. So I think that's just my way since I'm running for president next year. So I think it'll be a very fun experience as well.
Okay.
for me, well, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm a little nervous on my part because this year was my first year on the executive board as a co-secretary. And so for next year, I'm hoping to, keep my spot. And also I just feel that with our current club, it's like it's so strong. It's gotten so much better in the years that, we've had, our seniors and us now juniors. And so I just know that when, our seniors leave and when we leave, the club is just gonna get so much better. And we are just gonna try our hardest to make our club, better than ever.
Do you think that someone without acting or singing experience can join theater?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
And how do you encourage them to take that step? Because I think there's this belief that, the spotlight is going to be on them literally, and maybe they're a little shy, but they want to try something new and maybe they're a theater kid at heart.
Well, I think that there's spots for everybody. So like our theater program, we don't necessarily just let people like it's not just actors. We have people who do crew, people who help backstage. I know a lot of our crew is a lot of those people who don't really know where to go from there, but they want to be in theater. And those are the kinds of people that are in our crew. They will be helping us with props, helping us with costumes, makeup, it's not just the actors. I think when it comes to theater, a lot of people think it's the people on the stage, but the people backstage are just as important because they keep everything nice and tidy. They keep everything together. So there's a place for everybody. If they don't like the spotlight, we have makeup, we have hair, we have costuming, like we have everything. Um, but I will say, like, acting is a very scary step. My freshman year, I was so scared, but
What convinced you to do it?
I just had always had like a love for performing. So like I did music in middle school, so like band and stuff like that. And I'd always wanted to sing, and singing eventually got me into musical theater. Then I got into acting. So it just kind of like all built up from there, I think. Just it started with music, so that's how I got here.
Well, I also started with crew.
You did,
Yes, that was my starting point until I helped with Alice in Wonderland, and then
which was last year's.
yes,
Or was it
Last
last year?
last year it was last year's play, yeah.
The play, not the musical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And out of whatever courage I got, I decided to audition for Legally Blonde, and I auditioned for Kate, which if you guys know, she's
Go ahead and tell us, just in case we've forgotten who Kate is.
she's the one who tutors Elle
Oh,
and
okay.
kind of just helps her around. And I also played ensemble. Uh, it was a very scary step for sure, because I've again, like Cynthia, I too have been in band and just worked with music in general since little kid. And throughout like years of school, I got kind of timid in a way, kind of stopped putting myself out there in situations when it comes to performing. Um, but during my sophomore year, I got the courage to audition. It was scary, but we got through it.
Well, for me, my story is just a little bit different because I have always wanted to do acting and be an actor. When I was younger, I was, how kids are, they like, they play pretend and whatnot. Well, for me, that wasn't me playing pretend. It was just me like doing what I loved. Like I would watch like musicals on TV, and I'd just be so inspired by them, and just like always wanted to do that one day. Where I went to for like my elementary school, we didn't have a theater program, so I never got the chance to do it there. But then once I came to Tolleson, I was like, I have to pursue, my love of theater, and so I joined the drama club. I took the theater program, which I'm still currently in, and I auditioned, and I got a big role my freshman year, which it's rare, but it's not unheard of.
What was your role?
Um, our play was An Enemy of the People by Henrik Ibsen. And I want to say it was translated to English. It was in a different language. And his role was the editor for the town's newspaper because it was a small town. And then my acting just kind of got better from there. I mean, of course people always have innate talent for certain things, and I always felt that I had a small bit of acting. And then once I got Humpty Dumpty and Alice in Wonderland, and then last year I got Wadsworth and Clue, which is my first big lead role, which was really exciting. I mean, I was nervous naturally because I had never been a lead before, but thanks to my friends, Cynthia, Donna, and everyone else, I was able to kind of like, find that courage within myself and, be the actor I wanted to be. And so now being in Mamma Mia, it just kind of goes to show that, with hard work and determination, you can do anything, with courage and heart behind it, whether it's you or your friends supporting you.
Now, I know that our district offers a seal, a diplomacy seal for those in performing and visual arts. Is that something that each of you are pursuing?
Yes, well, it's only available to seniors at the moment, so they are being told about it a lot. My teacher goes on and on about it to make sure that they know that it's a really big opportunity. But I actually am doing a capstone project for my art seal. I am constructing a 10-minute musical with my friend where we are both storyboarding it's like a romance comedy type of thing. And it's like it's also a very coming of age story because they're in middle school worrying about like how they're going to hold up in high school together, like as a friend group. And they don't want high school to change them. That's a big part of it. I'm writing the music for it because I'm kind of like a one-man band. I play a lot of instruments, so it's very easy for me to do this. But I'm writing a lot of the music, and he's taking a lot of the script work, and so we're working together to make sure that it looks really nice, and we'll try to record at least some of it and then storyboard the rest for our capstone project.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I don't know if they're planning on doing
I was just going
an
to
art
say,
seal.
do you
Yeah.
each have aspirations of receiving a seal as well?
Well, I know I certainly do. I know that there are different ways to receive your art seal through like the capstone project, whether it be a 10-minute play, a 10-minute musical. I know for choir, Donna, I think you can answer for me. You can like perform like a song or something, right?
For choir, it's mostly you can either make your like own little group and choose a song and direct it, and also what else was it? It's mostly just that, or write your own song and perform it in front of people.
You can also for choir, I know that they pick a song and, you said pick a song and direct it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can also perform a solo at our last concert and write their own song, yes.
Lots of opportunity.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's all of the questions I have about Mamma Mia, but I do know that you're fundraising
Yeah.
for the club.
Yes.
Can someone speak a little bit about that and how you can donate?
So we are running a fundraiser. It is pretty much like a coloring sheet that you will get. And when you send us in donations, we are able to fill in these color sheets with whatever color you'd like. So it'll basically just be fully colored in by the end of it, depending on the amount that we get donated. And our classes for people who are in Tolleson, you win a pizza party. I think it's a pizza party or a movie night. If you guys make the most donations.
So by
and
class, you mean if the senior class raises the most or the junior class?
I believe it's by third period.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we have a lot of fundraising that we need to do. So we've been pushing out these donations, like really.
Pushing them out the
You're
door.
actively campaigning.
Yeah, we've been really like pushing the campaign to hopefully get a lot of donations because Mamma Mia is an expensive production. Very expensive.
Very much so.
Great. All right. Any final thoughts? One more time. When is the show?
The show is March 26th, 27th, and 28th.
On the 26th and the 27th, that will be at 7 p.m. And on the 28th, it will be at noon.
All right. Thank you so much for telling us more about Mamma Mia and the theater program here at Tolleson High School.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Education Exchange, where we aim to enlighten our parents and empower our students. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of the Education Exchange. Have a question or want to be a guest on our podcast? Email podcast@tuhsd.org for more information. Missed an episode? Catch all seasons of the Education Exchange on your favorite streaming platforms or at www.tuhsd.org/podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the Education Exchange.